I never dreamed I was going to get to be 100. If I knew, I would have done a lot of things differently. First of all, I retired too early. Second of all, I got involved with a lot of people I never even should have said hello to.
Do you have a coming out story?
In my day, it wasn't a question to come out. There was nobody to come out to. You didn't go to your mother and father and say, hey, look, I'm gay, I'm never going to get married. It was considered shameful to be gay. The thing that got me into being gay was I was a great reader. And I read about gay people. I didn't understand really what it meant. I just knew that it was frowned upon. People were always saying to my mother, why don't you make her behave like a girl? And my mother, who was a very wise woman, said she's fine. She thought if you had a child, the thing you should do was let your child be his or her person. And I had short hair, which little girls didn't. And I always played with boys. So my mother took me to a men's shop. And she said to the man, my daughter is very athletic, and I want to get her a pair of jeans or a pair of pants. So the guy looked at her. He said, lady, I wouldn't sell you pants. They wouldn't sell us pants.
What was the queer dating scene like in Brooklyn in the 40s?
Gay people lived in gay bars. That was your life. I thought it was fun, but I didn't drink.
Can you talk about being a gay woman in a male-dominated workplace?
I thought it might be fun to work on a newspaper. And there was an ad that said the Daily News is hiring girls now because all the boys are all at war. The guys in the office loved me. No one ever said to me, are you gay, or is it tough being gay in the business? I never had a bad moment. Newspaper people, once they take you in, you can commit murder and you're not guilty. There were a lot of officers, if they found out you were gay, you were out. And I understand it's still happening today. You see, no, I never had to worry about that.
But it was still something that happened to the point where you were aware of it happening to other people.
Absolutely, yeah. There was a lot of prejudice from parents. Parents said, if you don't stop hanging around with gay people, I'm going to stop supporting you.
That still happens.
Yeah, of course. A couple of people we knew committed suicide because of that.
Yeah, I think that New York is a bubble compared to the rest of the world, and both of us, obviously, in different generations, grew up in that bubble.
And so obviously, in some ways, it's easier to be gay today because it's so prevalent and because so many important and famous people come out, you know. At the office, I was in the Sunday feature department, and the story came up, and he said to me, you want a shot at it? After that, they couldn't get rid of me. The biggest mistake of my life was retiring at 55. Well, when I was 55, I thought, women, I'll probably die when I'm 66. Who the hell knew I was going to live to 100? I was at the point where everybody in the city knew me. I could walk into any office, I could pick up the phone and call the president of any company and get a welcome, and I quit. I quit to come out here. And the woman I was living with, when I met her, she was a West Side chic woman, very feminine, came from a very wealthy family. She had always dated guys. Somehow, took one look at me and we ended up in bed. Her parents hated me because they knew because of me she didn't get married. You asked me any prejudice, her parents hated me. And then we heard about the Hamptons, and we came out here, and we bought this house. And then, of course, there was a whole bunch of gay people. Obviously, if I was going to do it over again, there were a lot of things I wouldn't do. But I consider myself one of the luckiest kids on the face of the earth.